Welcome to YouTube! Alright, so for today, what we are going to do is we are going to attempt to try out the sister tag. For those of you who don't know me or her, we are Casey and Maddie. My page. She's traveling out here. She actually lives in Jersey, and she is playing hooky with me, so don't tell her teachers, but spending the snow week together. So I'm pretty excited. The first question that we have is from our friend Rachel, actually. We got a couple submissions on Instagram. First question is, what do you love/hate about each other? I hate that she lives so far away. Like, I wish she was a little bit older so that she could move and be closer to me. Because there's a lot of times where it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I want to pig out, and I know she's the only one who's willing to do it with me.
Word.
So that's something I hate.
I hate that she's so much older because, like, there's just so much that I want to do or that she wants to do or that I can't do and that she can't do. Like, she'll have a stressful day and be like, oh, I want to get a drink. And I'll be like, I can't relate because I'm a child. Love. I love that, like, even though she's, like, my sister, she's, like, my best friend. Like, she'll go out of her way and, like, set her sister abilities to the side and, like, become my best friend, you know? I don't know.
That's pretty legit. I think I could, like, agree with that 100%. It's really cool. As you guys know, I'm not one for friends. I don't have many friends. My friend is my dog. But, like, when people ask me, like, who my best friend is or, like, who do I contact first, whatever, my automatic response is to dial her. Let's be real, nobody's dialing numbers. My automatic response is to find her contact and call her. It's just like a habit when good things are happening and bad things. And it's really cool because a lot of the times I need someone to kind of, like, step out of the situation that I'm in, look at it from an outsider point of view, and give me, like, some legit advice. And she's not one to pad what she's saying to make me feel better. Okay, Nala. We're back. We're on the couch, so anytime Nala jumps around, the camera gets knocked down. But yeah, she's just not one to, like, bullshit and, like, tell me something because she knows it'll make me feel better. So I know whenever I need, like, legit advice to go to my little sister, which is pretty cool, and not many people can do that. So yeah.
Number 2 is from my friend, actually, Courtney. If you fought as kids, what did we fight about? Clothes. We would always steal each other's clothing. Like, now we steal each other's clothing, and you're like, haha, that's my jacket. And, like, we're just like, it's okay, I got your shirt in my closet. But, like, growing up, oh, my God, we would always argue about clothing. Clothing. Always.
That was literally probably one of the only things that we really fought about, but it got bad. Like, we were the same size always growing up, even though we're 4 years apart. So it'd always be like, especially when we lived in the same room, it was like, what the heck are you doing in my clothes? She would post a picture on Instagram of her, like, trying to be cute at school or whatever. I would screenshot it and send it to her and be like, that entire outfit came from my closet. There was actually one time that we fought so bad that we decided we were splitting the room and nobody could touch what was on the other side of the room, so we, like, put tape down the middle, which obviously there's only one exit from the bedroom, so it didn't work.
And it was on my side.
It was terrible.
And the closet was on my side.
But
so
my
my sister had to be
hated
like,
it.
Madison, can I go to the closet? And I'd be like, no, supper.
Literally the worst. We fought so bad. But she's right. Like, now it's literally like, we'll, like, bounce back and forth and be like, oh, like, I don't really wear these clothes anymore, so I packed them in the bag for you before, like, giving them away. And then you go through that bag and you're like, I gave this to you. I never gave this to you, but I'm glad it came back to my house. And, like, we also shop together a lot. Like, the sweaters that we're wearing right now, we both bought them yesterday at Primark. And I bet you within the next 6 months, she will have this black sweater at her house and I will have the white sweater here. But we don't fight anymore. But yes, we fought a lot. Like, real bad. I hated her for a couple of years.
I would go to my parents and be like, Ma, she's wearing my clothes. And my mom would be like,
yeah. And they didn't care.
No.
Number 3, Who was your sister's first crush / boyfriend / girlfriend? The first one that I remember for Maddie, she's gonna kill me for telling this story. There was a kid that was 2 years younger than me that we went to school together. His name was William. And when Maddie was in like 5th grade? 4th grade?
I was in 3rd grade.
3rd grade. When Maddie was in 3rd grade, she drew pictures of them like getting married, holding hands, having babies together. Like, the obsession was real.
I thought he was so beautiful. Like, I thought he was so beautiful. And I was like, I don't even know how old I was. How old? I was 10. I was 10?
3rd grade?
No.
9? 8?
I was a child. And I thought he was so beautiful. I loved him. Oh my God.
Real hard. Shout out to William. He's a good kid. He's got like a whole ass family right now.
Yeah,
so.
his baby's so cute.
So adorable. You would have never made that baby with him. No. He's set where he is.
The one that I remember, other than Zac Efron, because my sister would just obsess over that kid.
We watched High School Musical. And High School Musical 2 yesterday. We gotta watch 3 today.
Oh yeah, we do. The first person I remember is her like first boyfriend. And that's John.
Yeah.
And John was like my brother growing up. And he was like my BFF. He would come over and would skateboard, and I'd try to skateboard and I'd fall and bust my ass.
That was one of those relationships where like I was the one who was in the labeled relationship, but I'm pretty sure he had a stronger relationship with all of my siblings and my parents. And to this day, I live in another state and I love him to death. Like, he's one of my closest friends. We're still really close, but like to this day, I live in another state and we'll be talking to like her on the phone and like hear his voice because he's at my house talking to my dad.
What's the weirdest habit your sis has? Well, when Casey gets into awkward predicaments or awkward situations, she goes like this. This is an awkward turtle. She just sits there like this.
That's normal though. You don't do that?
No. Or she goes like this.
It's an awkward turkey.
Like, what is that?
It's a turkey.
What
and if
is
it gets
that?
really awkward, you got awkward palm tree. There's a whole...
Awkward palm tree.
There's a whole... I do that a lot. But you're not much better. Okay, for her awkward, like, habit that she does, something will be happening, and she'll make faces, and you can tell that she's uncomfortable, but it always ends up with her going...
Yeah, I do that. I go, I get really, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Number 5, the most memorable argument.
Oh, okay, me and my sister got into a huge argument because I was in a relationship, like 3 years ago, because, whatever. And everybody in my family knew that relationship was not for me.
Yeah. Yep.
And I actually decided to, like, put my relationship before my family. So, like, every time my sister needed me or every time my sister just wanted to be like, oh, what's good? Like, what's up? Like, you know, just to talk. Like, I would just be like, no. Like, I would always be with her. Like, I would always be around her. Like it was not good. So, me and my sister got into a huge argument because I didn't know how to put family first. But it's true. Because I didn't.
That was a really bad one, actually.
It was, like, really bad. Like, me and her stopped talking for, like, a good month.
Yeah. And, like, this was already, we lived apart. This was fresh. Like, I had just gone to college. She had just gotten into high school. Our mother had just passed. Like, we both equally needed to be able to contact each other, but we're also, like, both really hard-headed. So we refused to speak to each other. And I was telling her that not only was this relationship not good for her, because I feel like I can only say up to a certain point, and the rest is for her to understand. And she was young. Everybody has stupid relationships when they're young, and as long as she was happy, whatever. We're not even going to get into that. But it was more so prioritizing your family and being able to spend time with your family. If my ass is driving out there to go see you, and you wave and you head out, I'm going to feel a certain way about it. But I remember, like, getting to a point where like I was really, really nasty, and I was like, I don't know who you've become. You're just this little hood rat. Just the way you speak and the way you dress and the people you act, or the people you hang out with and the way you act, and this and that and the other thing. And she just sat there and she was like, and
Yeah, I literally was like, okay. Like, I, like, did not care what anybody had to say about me, anybody had to say to me. Like, I was just like, okay, and I'm living my best life with my girlfriend. Like, no, I wasn't. I'm living my best life with my girlfriend now, but no.
True.
I was not. And I didn't know who my family was, like, but if it wasn't for my family, I would not have gotten out of that relationship, so.
Also true. But I feel like everyone at that age has to go through
Yeah, and
something
I feel like I'm not gonna talk down upon the relationship because like I did learn a lot out of that relationship, and like to this day, it's not that I have a really, really good relationship with my ex, but like we don't hate each other, if you get what I'm giving. But like I learned a lot out of that relationship. So for me not to have that relationship, I wouldn't have learned a lot that I know now.
I'm so proud. How fucking mature is she?
The next question. One dish we'd want our mom to make when we feel down. To this day, I still love yellow rice. Like, if you give me yellow rice, if you give me one scoop of yellow rice, you are disrespecting me. Like, to the max disrespecting me.
You know how normal people, like, rice is like a side to your dish? Like, there's some rice, some meat, like some vegetables. For Hispanics, like, that's not a thing. It's like there is a mound of rice, and then you can add whatever to that rice dish. For her, that mound of rice was not enough. So it was like, start with rice, add a little bit of protein or whatever, add more rice on top of it, eat that, and then go for seconds.
I go to a restaurant and like I'll take out I think they give a salad or something, and I'm like I don't want the salad, and they're like, okay, what do you want instead? I'm like extra rice. Like, I just love rice. So my mom, whenever she made yellow rice, and I think she made red beans with it.
Kidney beans.
Yeah. Oh my Lanta, I'd be like, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. I would love to have that. And like I think like people are probably like, oh, that's a basic meal to make. Like, you could just make it yourself. No. No one will ever make it like Yasmin Chess.
So true. So true. Dude, she made so many good meals. And, like, I can think of a million things that I would, like, request for her to make. But honestly, like, when I wasn't feeling good or I wasn't happy, I was upset, whatever, my go-to thing, and half the time she didn't have to ask me because mom always knows, right, was she would make, and it sounds crazy together, but I swear it's so good. Go try it. She would make yellow rice with scrambled eggs, with mozzarella cheese, and salchichas, or Vienna sausages.
Oh, we should do that tonight.
About it? About it. So good. So good. And, like, we're from a rather large family. So when she made rice, it wasn't like, a pot of rice. It was like, you know, the witch's cauldron. I just realized I don't know how to say that word. Anyway, lots of rice.
I
so
think
just,
it's just
having that available.
Witch's pot?
The witch's pot? I'm about it. She would just make me a big witch's pot worth of that food. And it's like, when you think about it, that's like a poor person's like meal. Like, it would be so easy to make. And throughout college, I tried to make it the same way she did. And it was always still good and obviously affordable as a college student, but never tasted like the mom feels bad for you because you're sad or sick mix. So great. So 100%, that was like what I needed when I was upset. Are you close is the next question. No, I hate this bitch, you know? We're literally like, it's disgusting how close we are.
My sister knows everything about me. Like, even like things that she shouldn't know about me. Like, even things that like you should feel uncomfortable telling your siblings.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'd be like, Casey, gotta tell you.
We're really, like, it's like, okay. Everybody is supposed to have, I'm uncomfortable. Everybody's supposed to have, like, that one friendship where, like, you tell each other everything, and if you ever stop being friends, like, you're screwed. Like, they can use so much against you. And luckily for me, she can't leave that way because she literally knows enough that it would destroy my career. My family would probably disown me.
Yes.
Nobody would ever speak to me.
Yes.
But also at the same time, like I was saying, like obviously she's the first one I call, whatever. But like when people ask me like, who's your best friend, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, you know, it's actually my younger sister. People look at me and like they judge me, but I literally have the best time with her. Like we've been hanging out, basically doing nothing. I've had to do like training and stuff all day and all basically the whole time she was here. And we're just like, I feel like we're just really petty together. So we can make even like the smallest thing enough to like gossip about and drama and like make entertaining. And she also, this is how you know like we're like super close and like best friends. She doesn't finish my sentences. I don't finish hers because that's just not how we do. But we both narrate for animals.
Oh my god, yeah.
Everyone else thinks it's really weird, so it's so nice to have her here because even in like the most boring moment, Nala's suddenly a cartoon character and we are having the time of our lives. So yes, super close, probably the person I am closest with in the world.
What do we have in common?
Oh,
Our face.
Our nose.
We have a crooked smile. Like hers is more crooked than mine, but like it's there. See? What else?
I feel like a lot of our like unconscious habits are the same, like our movements and stuff. Even though we do different things when we feel awkward, like we still do it at the same time.
Yeah.
What else do we have in common? There are things that only we find funny. Like there's a level of humor that other people think is like stupid or other people think is like inappropriate, and like we will die laughing. There are videos out there that people watch and like, why do you even make this? And then she'll send it to me because she's crying laughing and I'll be crying laughing, and it's just Do you have nicknames for each other?
I don't know why, but growing up, and like still to this day, like once in a while, I always say cutie face. Like, you know how like people would be like, oh, hey cutie pie, this and the third, or like my mom used to call her sweet face. Like I always, hey cutie face, hey cutie face. Like I don't know where it came from. I never know why. I don't know.
Hers is a little cuter than mine. I think I'm just verbally lazy. So her name is Madison. Her nickname is Maddie. All pretty simple, really easy to say, nothing difficult. You can say it even if you're sloshed. You can say it if only half your tongue is working. Still too much for me. So 90% of the time, she is just mad. Not Mads, most of the time, unless I'm feeling special and sparkly. Mad. And, I don't know, my mom used to call her Princess. Like, it was Princess all the time. Like, that is how she woke her up, that is whatever. Yeah. And I didn't call her that so much when our mom was still around. Also because I felt like I wasn't, like, at that different level where it was appropriate. But I find that, like, now, like, when we're talking to each other and, like, there's a time where, like, I need to console her. There's a time where, like, we're exchanging advice. Like, I don't know. I don't even think about her name. Like, I automatically go to Princess.
One thing your sister can't go a day without. Well, my sister can't go a day without her boyfriend or working out. If my sister goes a day without working out, I feel like she, like, feels disgusting and nasty and disgusting. Like, and then we've been here for... I got here on Monday, so 2 days, and all I hear is, I miss Dan. I miss my boyfriend.
He's away on a trip with his friends, and I do miss him. That's also because, like, they're very similar. So they do weird things, and she'll do something that reminds me of him. I'll laugh, and I'll be like, I miss Dan. But when it comes to working out, yeah, 100%. I wasn't always like this. I hated exercise, but now that I am into working out, it feels really crazy when I don't, because I don't know, I eat for happiness. So I'm not the type of person who will turn down a chocolate chip cookie because I'm trying to be healthy. So, like, my body already has that in it. and then like I make up for it by working out, and I make up for it by still like eating enough and eating healthy when I can, and like eating mindfully. But when I have an off day where like I'm eating like a monster and I haven't worked out, like my body, I feel like sludge, and I'm like I can't exist like this. I need to do something, make me sweat somehow. But yeah, that's very true. I worked out today though, so we're good. It's a good day. She cannot live without her dog.
Oh my god.
She thinks I'm bad missing Dan. She's been away from home for 2 days, and she
wanna see
FaceTimes
him?
my dad to speak to the dog.
I'll show you guys a picture of him.
And he's not an active dog. It's not like he's woofing
He
and
does
wagging
not
his
do
tail.
anything. He just sits there. But like that's the best thing about him. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like, Boots, and he'll come up to me and we'll just sit there.
My dog's not good enough for her. He is cute. He's a little potato. Like potato dog.
Come on.
She also can't live without her phone. I don't care what anyone says. A day without her phone, she can't do.
Like it's not the fact that I can't live without it. Like I like at work or something, because I just got a new job, so like I'm not trying to be on my phone, like because I don't want to get fired. I just can't go a day without my phone. Like I don't know. Like a phone is how I communicate with people. A phone is how I keep up with people's days. Like I don't know. But that's a regular teenage thing to do.
Something you can do that she can't.
Work out.
You can work out.
I can work out, but I don't motivate myself to do it. I signed up for the gym. For what? I haven't been in a month. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know. Casey, something that Casey has that I don't have is motivation to better herself. Because I'll smoothly sit here and be like, my life is a mess. But I'll do nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it. Casey will probably sit there and be like, my life is a mess. But then be like, all right, this is what I need to do. Gotta write it down, gotta plan it out. And boom, she does it. And her life's sparkly and unicorns. My life is in a manhole going to the sewer. My life is perfectly fine right now. I'm living my best life right now, though.
I feel like that question was more so geared towards like the like, can you whistle? Can you snap?
Oh,
Can you roll your
LMFAO.
tongues? But I don't even. Can you whistle?
Barely.
I don't know if that counts. You see Nala? You see her? She's like, what? Can you roll your tongue? She's nasty. She's so nasty. Can you roll your tongue? That's not what it is.
I can make a 4.
I can't do that. I can do that. Is that taco? I can't. So she can do that and I can't do that. She can dress and I can't dress. If I need to get dressed, I need her to look at my clothing, because if not, it's just what's comfortable for me. She's also really good at like cutting people off. Like I cannot say goodbye. I'm not good. Like once we have a connection, like it's something that means something to me, and I'm the one who like fights until there's nothing left to fight for in like relationships and friendships, even like professional relationships and like just work. Like I can quit a job and still think about that job. She can quit a job and like Marshall's who?
I worked at Marshall's for a month and I stopped showing up. And I don't care. I hated it that much. Like if I don't mess with like how everything's happening, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a job, deuce. Like I don't care. I don't. You see my face? Does it look like I? Because I don't. Like, and like she's saying that's a good thing, but a lot of people think that's a bad thing. Because I'm so quick to just. I don't need you. Like, I'm still living my best life. What annoys me the most? My sister's really nice. Like really nice, and just like what we were just saying, I don't care. I do not care. But my sister cares, and that's annoying. Because, like, Casey will be going through such a fucked up situation, and she'll be like, no, but this is what can happen, and, like, I can fix it. When it's not even her fault. There's no need for her to fix anything. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, Casey, stop being so goddamn nice, and keep it pushing, keep it stepping. And, no, but give me medicine. I could do no. There's nothing for you to do.
This is why I go to her for advice. Because she doesn't take it.
I don't. Like, if you're putting me through something that I don't need to be through, deuce. You know what this is? She'll get out of it.
I probably won't. I probably won't.
That's another thing. She doesn't believe in herself. She'll do it.
That's not true. That's what annoys me about you. You need convincing that you can do better in any situation. You need convincing that like you're able to accomplish big things.
Yeah.
For the longest time, and I told you guys she's not dumb. For the longest time, it was like, I don't know if I'm going to be good in this class. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pass. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, that, the other thing. And as soon as she decides that she can do it, like actually commits, it like skyrockets. Like she is the definition of 0 to 100. But she's so like, you always beat yourself up. You can have acne on your face like every other human being. Other people are like, wow, that sucks. My face has acne on it. Like, damn. The amount of times that I've heard about one particular pimple on her face the 2 days she's been here has been ridiculous. Like, I feel like we should name him because we talk about him so much. She picks out so many of the, like, negative things in who she is as a person and in her own situations in life that she doesn't have control of. Because I'm here for, like, picking out the things that are negative in your circumstances and being able to change them. But there's a circle where you just can't control things, and those are the things that she focuses on. And then she gets annoyed that, like, she's not able to move forward. So, yeah, that's what annoys me about you. Stop focusing on the fucking pimples.
Do you see that? Like, what am I supposed to do? Sit here and live my best life? No. I have a pimple in my face. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Do I care? No, I don't
She
care.
also, another thing that annoys me, this bitch puts her phone on Do Not Disturb. You know how terrible
My
it
phone's on
is?
Do Not Disturb right now.
I'm trying to call you. I have, like, some great news to tell you. Or I'm, like, crying hysterically, want to talk to you, and it rings twice and goes to voicemail.
My phone is always on Do Not Disturb.
I know
Always.
I have to call her
The
twice
only
to get to
time-
her, ever.
The only time my phone's not on Do Not Disturb is at school, when it's supposed to be on Do Not Disturb. It's just always on Do Not Disturb. I don't... You need me, call me twice. We reached our last one.
This was fun. I like this.
My sibling is... ... Finish the statement. My sibling is my better half. Because without...
I'm on my period. I'm already hormonal. You're gonna make me cry.
Without my sister... I would not be here today. Because...
Nope, that's all mom and dad. I wonder if they can hear the song.
Probably not. Without my sister, like, before 8th grade, like, I'm not gonna say I didn't need her, but me and her weren't as close because we hated each other.
Yep.
But, like, after my mom passed away, like, my sister was all I had. Literally all I had. Like, I didn't want friends. Like, it's not the fact that I didn't have friends. I didn't want them because, like, I was just so out of it. Like, just didn't want anything to do with anybody. And, like, my sister was the person that, like, kept me up, even though she was in college. Like, even though she was an hour and a half away, like, she was here in Pennsylvania, and I was still in Jersey. Like, my sister would still call me and be like, how is everything, this and that. Like, she's the person that kept me going. And still, to this day, like, the person that keeps me going. Like, if I'm going through such a bad patch, I'll be like, Case, like, what do I do? And she'll be like, this is what you need to do. This is how you can do it. Like, you know, like, keep me going. Like how I said that I don't have the motivation. If I do have any motivation, it's Casey. Like, because won't catch that in me.
Well, that got real soft real quick.
Yeah, let's hear what she has to say.
My thing is just that you, like, my sister is, because I guess it's, like, how we have to do it. My sister is blank. My sister is going places. And I think that's, like, what excites me the most, like, right now. I've watched her, like, be really, like, confused about what she wants out of a lot. Like, in relationships, with her friends, with who she is, and the decorations in her room, and her careers, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's really cool to finally see that she's kind of, like, identifying with who she is and what she wants, like, as a solid person. She understands more of what she's willing to stand for and what she's not. Like, she has a path that she's going to be taking in school, which is so cool, because for the longest time it was, you know, I wanted to go into the military. No, I want to do forensic psych.
I wanted to be a
wanna do this.
mechanic.
Yeah, she wanted to be a
What?
mechanic. And it was just, and I mean, everyone goes through that, but it's just so cool to finally see her hit that next stage where it's like, this is what, not what I want to do either, this is what I am going to do. And the moment that she kind of like committed to really being confident within herself is when everything changed. She was no longer like the little hood rat who let her relationships boss her around. She was no longer the one who was like constantly arguing with me, with our dad, with our siblings. She was no longer the one who like you had to remind her to do her homework. You have to remind her to like be responsible. You have to remind her to like clean her room. Like you can tell like she's got her shit together to a point now. Nobody ever actually has their full shit together. No. But she like you can see like she's grown now, which makes me so sad. Like so sad. Realizing that she is turning 18 soon makes the inside of my body twist. And it's so crazy. But that's it. And that was pretty good timing because I think the sun's going down now. So do you want to go out?
It's time for us to get some Panera!
We're going to get Panera now, and in about 2 hours, we're going to be like, I'm hungry, and make some rice and eggs and salchichas and cheese, and it's going to be a good time. And I guess we're going to have to watch High School Musical 3 now, because I just realized we only watched the first 2.
Yeah. We
were really obsessed with High School Musical when it first came out.
When we were little, we had for High School Musical 2, we gave our friends tickets, like raffle tickets, and we were like, oh, movie time at our house, and literally when they came in, they had to give us the ticket. 1, 2, when they wanted popcorn, we had buckets of popcorn for them. We had little cups of soda, like a movie theater, because that's how obsessed we were with High School Musical.
Yeah, we threw like I guess you could say like a premiere party, and it was the coolest thing in the world. But at the same time, like I think if Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens knew how many pictures of them we had hung up in our bedroom, there would be some restraining orders. But that is about it. I had fun with this. I hope you guys did too. If there's ever a video that you want to see, drop it down in the comments below. Let me know what your relationship with your sister is like. Is it like me and Maddie? Because we're a little weird, but it'd be cool to know that there are other weird sisters out there like us. Maybe we can be friends, you know? I do like friends. Friends are nice. Friends are good. But it is time for us to eat and get our High School Musical on, and I will be seeing you guys again soon. Don't forget, if you do like the videos, to do all the fun stuff down below that everybody feels the need to talk about, so you can do the little subscription thing wherever it shows up, and you can comment wherever it shows up, and you can like it wherever it shows up. And honestly, regardless as to whether or not you do that, I'm still showing up next week, so I will see you then. Bye, guys.